Alright, welcome back to Stillsnow, everyone. It's been a while since we've been back here, huh? We are continuing our Octopath Traveler Sidequest extravaganza by beginning our Chapter 2 towns. And since we're starting from the north and working our way clockwise, that means our next destination from finishing up in Swarky is Stillsnow. Alright, there's no time to waste, so let's get to it. First up, Ariana. Really? Interesting. What's your story? Now that Primrose's story is over. After the fall of the noble family she served some years ago, she was coerced into moving to Stillsnow. She was released from her job at the brothel, and now looks for a new line of work. Interesting. What do you have to steal? An empowering bracelet. I'll take that. Thank you. Alright. What do you have to say, Ariana? What am I to do with my life now, I wonder? I have my freedom now. No longer am I bound to sell my body to pay my way in the world. But no matter who I ask, I've found no decent work. The world is a cold place when one is alone. And this place is colder than any other. I'm sick of it. Now that I think about it, I've been tumbling from one job to the next ever since I left the Hazelheart's employment. Everywhere I went, all I found were cold hearts and miserable work. Is there any warm place left in this world? Some warm-hearted master who would let me do decent work once again? Such dreams are too grand for a tired old whore. So begins the tale of Ariana again. Part 1. Okay, is there anything more in my journal? Is there no generous soul out there willing to offer me a lucrative job? Well, let's go find out, shall we? Wow, you are not very strong. Alright, I'll take you somewhere warm. Hopefully Stoneguard is to your liking. Because as I recall, there was somebody here looking for some employers.
Oh.
That's not who I wanted to talk to. Who was it? Was it you? Yes, it was you. There must be such loyal creatures somewhere in this world, good and true servants who only wish to work under the roof of a good mistress. But there are, ma'am. You have one right here. Pardon? You may call me Ariana, if it pleases you, my lady, and I would gladly serve you till my last day, if you would but let me. Oh, what a lovely way you have with words! That calm grace, that poise, and those manners? Yes, I think we could get on very well. Would you truly like to work as my lady's maid? I swear that nothing could please me more in this world, my lady. And I'm glad to welcome you into my employ, Miss Ariana. Now there's only one more thing I need. I'm still lacking a good coachman to see me about in my carriage. Do you happen to know any coachmen seeking new employment? If it pleases my lady, I might know of a man. He's a skilled coachman, to be sure. I rode many a treacherous road in his coach and never came to misfortune. Oh, that does sound promising. It's as though the stars have aligned for me. Only, I am afraid that his manners can be a bit curt. I cannot say for sure what you might think of him, even if he should be willing to come here to work. So ends the tale of Ariana again 1, but we didn't get any reward for it, which means there's still more we have to do. Oren. Thank you. What do you have? A heavy blade and a plate shield. Can't say I'm surprised. You are pretty strong. Former coachman at the brothel. He doesn't know what to do now that he's lost his job. This world ain't doing any favors to a poor salt like me. Surely folks must need a good coachman. But I can't find no work since my last job dried up. Allow me. I shall definitely take you to somewhere where there's work. To Stone Guard. Alright, we're going to take you back to Natalia. And that should be good. Where'd Natalia go? Wait, unironically, where did Natalia go? Are you in the house? Yep, you sure are in the house.
Oh?
Are you the coachman that my Ariana spoke of? How glad I am that fate has brought us together. Would you care come to work in my household? My name is Natalia, and I promise you I do well by my servants. Yes'm. I think I begin to see what Ariana meant. Curt indeed. How fortunate we both are, Oren. I'm glad you agreed to come work here as well. I know you're trustworthy. We're gonna have such a better life here. Could be. I've gotta admit, this place does seem pretty lush. Clean air, nice folks, and warmth. It's so warm compared to where we was. I know just what you mean, Oren. It is indeed warm here. In so many ways. I've spent so many years struggling to find work and barely keeping afloat. Now, at last, I feel like I found a place where I can settle down and truly live. And now then, it's time we got down to work, I say. Today's the first day of your new post in my two. I should quite like to go into town for a bit of shopping. Ariana, would you accompany me? Of course, my lady. I would be delighted. Awesome! So ends the tale of Ariana again, part 2. And we'll get an adamantine dagger for our troubles. This adamantine dagger increases dark damage dealt with an elemental attack stat of 299. Alas, it's still a far cry from this bishop's staff we have. Alright, now that we're done with those two, I think we should go back to Stillsnow and finish up the rest. Should be only one more. Because we already... Yep, we already did this. So, we are going to talk to you. Oh, Miles from Stillsnow, if I recall correctly. So, we have indeed met again. Do you remember me, Sir Miles of the Knights Ardent? I have been continuing in my hopes of discovering the truth about my father.
Good day.
I am to keep this town safe. Protecting the people is an important duty of the Knights Ardent. I'd hardly begun my first appointment before I fell afoul of bandits. I had to fight them off. Thought I was quite good with a sword, but... And the taste of battle is quite different from that of mere training, I discovered. This will not do. I am far too unpracticed in true battle to protect anyone like this. Please, will you aid me in my training? Sure. If it's bandits you need fighting, then it's humans you'll end up sparring against. Let's do it, Olberic.
Let us fight with honor. Now then.
Alright, Miles. Are you weak to swords? Nope. Improved offense. Ooh, interesting. And you still do nothing to me.
Out of my way.
You're weak to spears.
Now then.
Alright, let's use one more spear attack.
The battle is truly joined.
Let's have Olberic abide. And we'll be able to finish it off with Brand's Thunder.
The battle is truly joined.
Or not. I guess that was enough to take him out.
The thrill of the fight.
Well, then I'm glad we didn't use Brand's Thunder. We could have probably vaporized him. Phew, you are indeed every bit as strong as I had imagined. You didn't even see the half of it, Miles. Do you know what I fought? I've legitimately taken on gods and won. Very far indeed I have yet to come as a knight. That matters not. I feel I have understood something new this day in battling with you. I will set off again with renewed vigor. Who are you? You there, boy. Was your father perhaps a member of the Knights Ardent? You look quite uncannily alike to a certain member of the Knights Ardent who once saved my life. You knew my father? Certainly did. A hero he was. He saved us all. A hero? I was just a wee mite when all this happened, mind. But I still remember those days of terror. Our village was being preyed upon by a whole pack of aggressive beasts. The only one able to take up a sword and fight for us was that father of yours. Even knowing he would be alone in his fight, he did not abandon us in our hour of need. He marched right out of this village, not a man at his back, and fought off the beasts for us. It is thanks to your father that I'm here today to relate the tale to you. My conviction grows ever stronger. I knew my father was no deserter. Yet he was stripped of his knighthood all the same. The truth must still be out there somewhere. Then let us meet again someday. We'll get 6,600 leaves and a nourishing nut for our troubles there. Alright, that should be all of the side quests here in Stillsnow, which means I'll leave the episode off here. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Octopath Traveler, and I hope you'll stay tuned for the next one, when we will go to Noble Court and do all the side quests there. Until then, I hope you all have a great day, and take care.